Hi everybody, it's Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today I have another block for you. This one is one that I just made up. I had some scrap pieces left over from that layer cake of nutmeg fabric, and so I cut what I could out of it, and this is what I came up with. So I hope you'll stay with me and I'll show you how I made this block. Here are the fabrics you're going to need to make this block. For A, you'll need one 5-inch square. B is also a 5-inch square. C is 10 2.5-inch squares. D is 2 5-inch squares. And E is 10 2.5-inch squares. And on the D squares, you'll want to draw a diagonal line on the wrong side. So I'm going to adjust the camera and we'll get started making the block. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to make half square triangles, and we'll need the A and the B square and the D squares. So we're going to just put them right sides together and sew a 1/4 inch away from the drawn line on both sides. And you can use, I have these as two separate fabrics, but you can use the same fabric. Like I have a light print and then I have this darker print here, but you can use the same fabric if you want. This is what I'm using because I'm trying to use up the remaining fabric from the layer cake, and I need to squish my foot. Now I'm ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch away from that drawn line on both sides. And I need to adjust my stitch length here. Okay, then we'll do the same for the B and the D squares. So put those right sides together. Need to find my little scissors. All right, they're over on the other table. Okay, so now I'm going to cut on this drawn line, and I'll have 2 half square triangles for each set. Okay, now I need to press them open. And then I'm going to trim them down so that they'll measure 4.5 inches square. So here's the half square triangle there. And I'm going to press towards the darker fabric. Okay, all the half square triangles are done, so I'm going to go ahead and lay out the block. And okay, so let's lay all the pieces out. And we're going to make 4 patches, and they're going to go here, 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 and here. So you can do this however you want. So you'll have 5 4 patches. And I'm going to go ahead and lay out some of these pieces here. Kind of give me an idea of where I want some of the prints to go. And there's 2 here. And 2 here. Fabric pieces are sticking together. Here we go. Now when I was designing this block, you know, this looks really similar to another block, and I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up. It's just kind of a variation of it, and I just designed this because I needed to use up the fabric I had, and so this is what I decided to do. So it doesn't matter which way you do any of this, just put them wherever, pieces wherever you want. But all the 4 patches will have the same print in them, like here. And I'm going to put this orange in here. And this is a directional fabric, so I'm going to turn those 2 so they're going the same way. And like that. Now you can always turn these so that, you know, I have 2 prints together here and 2 backgrounds here and here. You can turn these so that they're not doing that if you want to. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go ahead and start sewing all these 4 patches together. And then I will sew those into rows and then sew the rows together. Okay, and I'm going to press all of these pieces towards the print fabric and then sew them together into a 4 patch. Time to sew the pieces together. So we're going to sew them with the seams here nested, opposite colors facing. Okay, so now I have all the pieces. I have the half square triangles and the 4 patches, and I can lay them out however I like. And so I'm going to go ahead and use this one for the middle. I think I have this one over here in the diagram. Let me see if I can follow the diagram with what I have done. That one went there. This one went this way. I went like this. This is how I have it in the diagram. So it gives you one idea of what you can do. Now if you don't want all of these matching, you can always turn them like this. Which gives you a different look. Which I think that's what I'll do. So I am going to switch these two though. There. Trying to decide if I want to make any other changes, but I think I like that. So this is the way I'm going to sew it. It's different than what the layout was, but I do like this. I'm going to go ahead. Also, this way the seams are pressed opposite directions. So I did press this last seam open because I wasn't certain how I was going to lay this out. So the last seam that I sewed, I pressed open, which that can be easily repressed to one side. So anyway, I'm going to sew this together in rows. So we'll have row 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll sew all those rows together and the block will be done. Okay, I'm going to sew the first 2 sections of each row together. Now I'm going to add the last unit to each row. Now, there's the block. I'm going to go ahead and press and we'll take a closer look. Okay, here is the completed block. So I think that turned out well. It's a really fast block to make. Nothing really complicated. You just have 4 half square triangles and the rest are just squares. So it goes together really easily. You can make this look a lot different by using all one color or making all your half square or all your half square triangles one color, all of your checkerboard type squares, your 4 patches all one color. You can do all kinds of different things with this. You can make like these 2 rows the same color, this a different color, and maybe even these different. You know, you could do all kinds of things with the color in your fabrics to make this block look different. Okay, that is it for this video. I guess I'm going to call this one Susan's Choice because it really doesn't have a name. It may look similar to some of the blocks we did earlier, probably 6 months ago or so, but it is very easy. It's a good beginner block, and it's a good block to use up those last bits of scraps that you may have left over from another project. So I hope you'll give this block a try. Now, if you like this video, please click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. And in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links, and to keep up with my latest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.